Hey guys, BrianTheBlue here. Hope y'all are doing alright, because I'm finding it hard to believe that I've been doing this for 5 years. Yes, today marks 5 years since I started doing game reviews, and then console reviews, quick views, AC reviews, and current calamities. And in light of the fact that it's my 5th year on YouTube, and that I have 5 shows, why not look back at the first game, console, and accessory I reviewed for each show? If I can remember what they were. So I chose these games, console, and accessory each for different reasons. One is so obvious I might as well get it out of the way. Breath of the Wild is the first current calamity, the Switch just came out, and this was the launch game. An obvious choice. Others may have been simple or not so simple depending on the time frame. Might as well start at the beginning with the first game I reviewed. Why did I choose Wrecking Crew? Well, as you longtime viewers may know, my collection for the longest time started on the floor, building up as it got bigger. When I started conceptualizing the show, I started small, having my Wii, NES, Atari, and a few others. I figured an NES game would be the best choice to start with, since that seemed to be the system with games to talk about then, and it still is today. Now at the time, my NES library mainly consisted of black box games, so I had to figure out which game of that bunch wasn't talked about much or at all. It obviously couldn't be popular titles like Mario Brothers or Duck Hunt, and some people remembered Popeye and other arcade and sports titles. So I went ahead with Wrecking Crew because I didn't know anything about the game, plus it doubled as a forgotten Mario title. That's a double plus. I look back at that video as a learning curve that I'll probably go into more detail at a later date. It seems I made a good choice as it's still one of my popular videos behind other reviews, including my first console review. For the first console review, the same thinking of I need to find something that not many talk about or have seen came into play here. I got the Odyssey 100 on a whim when me and my dad were at the local game store. I saw this was cheap and cool looking, so we got it. And since it was so unique looking and being an Odyssey Pong clone, and it is a clone no matter what the comments said, it made sense to talk about it as not many people would probably know about this one of the many Pong clones around. Again, that video was another learning curve since it was a new show and whatnot, but it started the series greatly as it now has over 1,000 views. But I have trouble looking back at it now, mainly because of the thumbnail. What was I thinking with that hair? The first quick view came naturally. When I was making these series, I started writing down game and console subjects that would later become episodes. When making the QVs, I went back to the roots of the black box games and chose another, lesser known title, Pinball. I'm a sucker for video pinball games, and I had a fun time with this one. It was basic, sure, but it had Mario, and it made sense to have it as the first one, much like Wrecking Crew. The other 4 videos came at random. At the beginning I had no rhyme or reason with the grouping, but over time I started to do that with either themes or same console. I didn't have anything better then, but I'm getting more later on. With 6 seasons and 180 episodes in, we're still going strong. Not sure why I said that at the end. Lastly, we have my first AC review, which was of the Zapper. This was an obvious choice to me as I just love Zapper games. Duck Hunt, Wild Gunman, Hogan's Alley, Gumshoe. Those are all I had at the time, but nonetheless, great fun. I'm a fan of light gun games in general, whatever type they may be. Been getting into it a lot on several consoles, including the NES. And the NES has some of the more famous light gun games, so with its classic look and games, this was an obvious choice to make. I will say the video wasn't complete until I made the Gray Zapper review 25 episodes later, and it wasn't the best start either. The layout starting off with the first 3 episodes was basically the same as what a console review would go. Figured it was the best route to take. And when the Power Glove video didn't do too well, then I had to change things up. So with the Konami laser scope, I decided to do quick cuts every now and then, and that seemed to work as it is my most popular AC review to date, and 4th popular video overall. I sometimes wonder what would happen if I did it differently at the start, but I think it just really depends on taste, good timing, and covering the obscure. Anyhow, that is my 5 for 5 5th anniversary, or whatever the hell this was. I'd like to thank you guys for watching and your continued support, whether it be viewing, liking, commenting, or sharing. It means the world. I have something big planned for the next anniversary, so be on the lookout for that. More videos will be coming soon, but in the meantime, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the near future.